101 Ways to Be Less Stressed, which is written by Dr. Caroline Leaf. And this is a very good book that if you want to plan your life basically. And let's start with the chapter number 1. Okay, so let me show you the chapters 1 and the first one, that how we can be less stressful in our life. So first one is set your intentions for the week. So if you're starting your week, and then at the beginning of each week you should set your intentions for the week, what is important for you in this week, what you want to do in this week, and what are the things that you like to complete. So that should be the your intentions for the week. And if I'm talking next, that is the at the beginning of each week you should set intentions for the week, including some time for the fun and for thinker moments. And when you switch off to the external and turn on or switch on the internal, to just let your mind wander and meditate, this will help you mentally, and it will help you to prepare mentally for the week ahead, help you to build up stress resilience, and give you the time to organize your thinking. What are your intentions for the week? When is the right time for you to set your intentions for each week? So think about, like, when you're starting your week. It's a Monday that we all start our week, or we start your day, like first day of the week. So we should be like have some idea about what we are going to achieve, what are plans to achieve in this week. And so accordingly we can plan our day or plan our week. So next is the, like, we be open and honest with your intentions. So the majority of the argument and misunderstanding happen because you and I are not clear or honest about how we feel and what we want, either because we expect others so much know what we want, or we are afraid of to be open about how we feel. Like nowadays what happened, we don't feel to discuss anything, like, which is personal to somebody, and which what is going on in our minds, we don't want to share it with others. And that is the major problem. That's why there's an increase in the mental health problems nowadays. So when we are afraid of to be open how we feel, the solution is practice being open, clear, and honest about your intentions while being gentle and kind. What are some of your intentions that could communicate to those who you love? So basically, that the intentions should be clear. We have to be very much clear with ourselves, not with the others. We should be, but first of all, we should be clear with ourselves, that what we are feeling, how we are feeling, why we are feeling in that way. And for that, the most important thing one should do is writing or journaling. That is the most important thing and most amazing thing one can do to be a more self person. Next is the learn what your body need and make it a priority. So see, if you have read the book that is uh, Listen Your Gut or Understand Your Gut. So the gut microbes, that the world of bacteria living in the digestive system. doesn't just exist to help us break the food, but there is a constant conversation going on between them, between the brain and gut. Because if your gut is clear, if your gut is clean, if your gut is healthy, then it is going to send like signals of good to your brain. So the gut microbes, this lines are very much important, and I have personally read it like 4 to 5 times. So there is a constant conversation going on between the brain and gut, which has its own amazing neurons, just like the spinal cord. The relationship between the gut and brain is incredibly important when it comes to mental health. So, because if your gut is not healthy, if your gut is not that strong, if your gut is not that clean, if your gut is not that, like I can say, is not in good condition, so it is going to send like not good signals to your brain. And if your brain is not getting good signals, then it means it is not going to produce good chemicals. So make your gut healthy as a priority by listening your body, and you should be very careful that what you are eating. If you are not eating good, that is going to affect your body, your gut, and in directly proportional it is going to affect your brain. You can run an experiment like if you are eating junk food and if you are eating like green salad. So there is a difference between these two. If you are eating green salad, then your gut has to not work that much that for processing that food. So see, there is a study which shows that there is a study which shows that like uh, your gut needs or your the digestion of salads need around 4 to 5 hours. And if you're taking the any kind of processed or any kind of the food which is like junk food, so it need around 12 to 16 hours to completely get out of your body or to be get digested in your body. So make sure that you should be careful that what you are eating. So next is, when you are panicking about something, focus your attention on one thing. Okay, so that is the most important thing one should do. If you are panicking, like if you're panicking about anything, so what you should do on that time, like panic, like if you are facing some kind of panicking situation, then what should you do? At that time you should find a single object to focus on. Find a single object in the room, find a single situation, or break down your problem, or see if you have a bigger problem. Like do one thing, just focus on single aspect of that problem. So and keep your all attentions on that only for the few minutes only. Pick one thing in clear sight and consciously and deliberately note everything about that you possibly can. Describe the patterns, color, shape, size of the object to yourself. Focus all your energy on this object to help control the symptoms of panicking. This is a very important technique that you should find the five object technique. You should find the five object in your room. You should find the four colors. You should find the three things that you can smell, find the two things that you can touch. These are the kind of techniques that you can practice if you are feeling the panicking situations. So next is the incorporate more thinker movements into your day. So when you take time to switch off to the external world, switch on to the internal. Just let your mind wander. You boost your brain health, and these thinker movements give your brain a rest and allow it to reboot and heal by letting your mind wander and daydream, which increases the clarity of mind and ability to solve the problems. So be intentional about creating daily thinker breaks throughout your day or when you are feeling stressed out so to switch off and just focus on the internal by taking a few minutes to sit and daydream or meditate. Okay, so now your task is how will you start incorporating more thinker movements in your schedule? So this is a thing that I think everybody should do. Like as in the today's scenario, we all are facing that very high level of stressful situations, and we are not basically after corona everybody has faced that a kind of problem that not able to concentrate on the things, panicking that very easily. So that these are the few things which needed to be like catered, and for that one should create the movements like thinker movements. That is, the thinker movements are basically the movements when Avoid claiming panic attacks as a part of your identity. Never say my panic attack, as if you're saying this, that it means you're claiming them as your identity. So, uh, never say my panic attack as claiming them as your identity can become a self fulfilling prophecy, since whatever you think about and believe in grows stronger in your brain, affecting what you say and you do. Just see them as a reaction like an allergy. Don't live into the identity of associating yourself with panic attacks. So, if you are like saying, or if you're claiming that if you're so everybody is getting panic, and but if you're claiming them as your identity, so you are giving the signals to your brain that these are the something which is correlated to me, which is related to me, and you should not do that. Take a balm bath or shower before bed. So if you battle falling asleep, the tip is for you. Recent researches has shown a balm shower or bath before bed can improve both sleeping quality and ease of falling asleep. Next is get creative. So this is the most important thing, and I think everybody should like adapt this thing. Like we should be very creative. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling anxious, or if you are just stuck in a rut, force yourself to do something which is creative. Like creativity doesn't mean that you have to invent something, you have to do something which is large. It is very small moments you can choose creativity, because it boosts your confidence, allows for more thinker movements which are vital for the mental health, and enhances imagination, which helps with the problem solving, troubleshooting everyday life issues. So try out new hobbies, include more time in your schedule for creativity. Some easy ideas includes keeping a coloring book on your desk, doodling, writing, composing, painting, cooking, baking, or building a puzzle. These are the little small ideas that you can choose to be become like more creative, and because it helps to rewire your mind. Because if you are doing